What is going on, Surgeaholics? Welcome back. Sooner Surge, a podcast that tells it like it is for the nightly live show. Thanks for being with us as we are just a little bit late tonight, but we are here. We got Hunter joining us tonight, and Jeremy will be on very shortly as he finishes up Bible study. We got people in the comments already. Boomer Sooner for life. Howdy, Terra Aviators, Dalpos, Teresa, Ron. No storms tonight, Ron, but there will be maybe next week.
Man, I hope not. It's already going to be cold enough.
It's going to be cold. I don't think it's going to be precipitation.
I saw a post today from David Payne, potentially 100 straight hours in the Oklahoma City area below freezing.
It's going to be cold.
Really
Pipe
cold.
bursting cold. Chester says going live later and later to avoid my call-ins. You know that's not true, Chester. We love your call-ins, bro.
Man, what kind of singing are we going to get tonight?
He's not on here yet. I was
wanting him. It's not like last night. It was pretty bad. But.
Yeah, Germ's church chat tonight. Hey, I was actually going to see. I was going to talk to the chat about this, but I've been listening to the car. Just other people in my car. I've been listening to Beach Boys. Talk about old school. Do you not know? You don't know the Beach Boys?
I know who they are, but I'm assuming you're talking about your kids.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are y'all lit? And they're like, oh, we like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so old. But
I had
Kokomo today, little Kokomo.
I had a professor today playing. What was it? The Who? Did not know that one.
You didn't know that? You don't know the Who?
I knew the song because of NCIS, but I did not know that. Wow.
Well, if it's not Zach Bryan, you don't know it, Hunter.
Correct. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
let's
right.
be honest. Let's be honest. Hey, Dave, thanks for the super. Appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, Sooner WX? What's up, Jen? Hey, here's some stuff to talk about tonight. Well, Charles is asking, can he buy his number 10 jersey from Interior yet?
There's sites in which you can buy that stuff. Numbers are not officially out yet. So would assume he gets number 10, Bauer Sharp going to LSU, no longer a number 10 on offense, so he's probably going to get it. But you don't know. And at some point, they will update the NIL jerseys, like on Fanatics and from the team shop. Not sure when that will happen, but it will happen at some point this offseason.
And look at Jason. Jason beat Hub tonight with the Fire Jojon Finley comment. Got it in there before. OU basketball must win. If there is ever a must win, it's tomorrow night. Chuck says Noel's not coming to OU. Blake says, Jay, are you on the Noel's train? Hey, we'll talk about that later.
I'm so tired.
Wait, look, the Hub actually beat Jason. He was first.
He did. I missed
out. Let's do this though. I saw who was it? Hey, what's up, Johnny? How you doing today? Where was it in here? Somebody was asking about the receivers. Oh, can we get any receivers that went in today? I mean,
what receiver are you talking about? Yeah,
probably the Penn State guy. Penn State
receiver is a stud.
He's a stud.
A big name in the or without of school. I don't know what that means for him today, but Jonte Cook no longer at Washington. Quite the college experience so far for the former 5-star, now 2 different programs in a matter of a couple months, maybe even the third if he's able to go anywhere.
That's right. And Charles, thanks for being on here tonight. Says, how can I get it? Hunter maybe can drop the link to where you can buy those jerseys. Is it Fanatic?
Yeah, let me see what I can find.
Hey, also
updated yet, but this is the website in which you get it.
Hey, and also Charles asking, how can I donate money to us? Well, there's super chats that you can donate through YouTube if you'd like to do that, as people do some nights. But other than that, you can join the unlimited membership, which is, $5 a month, and you can be in the Discord and that sort of thing too. Just, but we're not. It's not like we take Venmo or anything like that. So we just
there is, if you want, a PayPal on the main page of our YouTube. There is that option for donations.
Is Dion going to Dallas? I'm saying yes.
I listened to a podcast today. Snippets of a podcast, that is. I've been busy all day, from a guy that I think is the absolute best when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. That's Mr. Ed Warder. He was talking about on there. He does not think it's going to happen. He kind of said, but he also talked about how it could happen with Jerry Jones. It's hard to predict what could happen with him. And
nobody knows what Jerry's going to do.
Oh, no one knows. It was like logic.
Jerry could hire Jason Witten next week. He could hire Jason Witten.
He said logic's out the window with Jerry. You don't know what he's going to do. I mean, there's sometimes that, this makes a lot of sense. And this coaching cycle is interesting as well. A lot of coordinators going to be first-time head coaches and all that. Dallas, it's not usually something that they go down.
Yeah, Chuck says, take a nap, Hunter. Take a nap, Hunter. Nobody cares. Take a nap, Hunter. You look tired. Take a nap.
I am.
Hey, Tara Viator said, softball number 3 preseason, that hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt. I think you're saying it hurts like because they've won 4 in a row and they're not ranked number 1, but it doesn't hurt them as far as the year goes. It doesn't matter.
The preseason polls are, one, they mean nothing at the end of the year. 2, what is the intention of the poll? Like that's a question that I think every preseason poll needs to answer. Is there intention to predict what it's going to be at the end of the year off the best teams, all of that? Or is it going to be based off of last year rolling over, all that? If that's the case, then you have to put Oklahoma number 1 because they've won 4 straight national championships. But if their intention of the poll is, okay, who's really the best teams in the country, I think that's kind of fair in that sense. And I get the argument of, leave Oklahoma there until they lose, which is a fair argument. Yeah, they've won 4 straight national championships. Maybe that's the way that the poll should start out, but it is what it is there. I think it's more notable to note that baseball got left off top 25. Kind of shocked by that one.
They got a lot of newcomers.
They also have 3 guys that are in the MLB top 100 already. And then D1 baseball, their poll was a little whack in general. Tennessee not at number 1. A&M getting that number 1 spot. Did not expect that.
Yeah. Hey, Charles asking the website to donate to us. I don't know if you can drop it. I don't know where that's even found, Hunter, if you are able to do that or not for him. Let me get to some of these. Ready for the OU Texas softball championship game for a 3rd time? Yeah, I'm ready. Those games, I love it when they match up in softball, just like any sport. It's a good rivalry. People should donate to the university now, not One Oklahoma. It can be tax deductible and the school can fund One Oklahoma. I think he's talking about the Joe C interview, I think on with Toby Rowland maybe was talking about this a little bit. I don't know if anybody heard that, but OU is OU picked 14th in SEC football. Yes. Not that's just like, I think that was maybe SEC. Was that SEC Mike that did that list?
I have no idea what list you're talking about. Was that?
And there you go. There you go, Charles. Right there it is. There you go, Charles.
Georgia was preseason number 1 in football. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, let's get to something. I want to talk about it. Me and you briefly discussed it earlier, but there's 2 possible rule changes that Ross Dellinger put out that they're looking at for next year.
From the AFCA.
From the AFC. The first rule change would be they would be changing the portal window. 10-day portal window after the close of bowl season and no spring portal window. Correct, Hunter. Is that right?
What the headline said, which would be crazy. Like, I don't know what the solution is with all these issues. Really have both proposed issues potentially that could be changed in the near future, rules for the NCAA. I don't know the solution. I'm glad I'm not the one making the decision because I think they're both not easy issues to resolve.
Well, the injury one,
the injury one, like
it's,
I don't know what.
Okay, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, the rule change they're proposing is that if you're a fake injury, you have to sit out the rest of the drive. But the rule did not, or you can call a timeout and get reinstated. But the rule did not say fake injury. It just said injury.
Any injury. Which
that's ridiculous.
Again, like
that's ridiculous.
I don't know the solution. Like the fake injuries, yeah, it's annoying. But how can you like
You can't sit a guy out the whole drive because he gets injured.
I think the whole drive is excessive. I think if you maybe want to do
a series
or
yes,
series would be the more fair way to do it. I mean, this is a wild one that would absolutely not happen, but maybe a lie detector. I don't know. Independent. Like, I don't know.
You could have a guy go to the sideline, do a lie detector test.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I do not know how they fix it. I think a whole drive is excessive because, I mean, stuff happens. Guys get injured, and it's not even as much as injured as banged up on a play, and it takes them a little bit long, and they don't have a choice but to come off the field. And cramps, as Purple Orca says, a lot of times, though, they usually tend to be the drive, at least the series, for a cramp. But even then, I think the whole drive is excessive.
It's too much.
And how do you punish people for it? Like, if you're going to try to go down that route, like, it's just you can't determine.
No, you can't.
Or not. Like, you just.
And you know what, Hunter? You know what? That's going to be fine and dandy in games early in the season and blowout games. You get in the playoffs and you're sitting one of the better players for a whole drive.
You have a superstar sitting an entire drive.
Can't happen.
Playoff
can't happen.
Do that. You can't. It can't happen because sometimes guys are able to come back in.
Hey, Mark, I get what y'all are saying on fake injuries, but this isn't just about fake injuries. This is about every injury. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hunter. This is every injury.
It would be every injury that occurs.
Correct. So it doesn't matter if it's fake or not.
There would be an injury timeout, and that's taken by officials. You would have to go off the field and would not be allowed to enter until the next drive.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know if that'll pass.
They tried doing that I think the SEC was talking about fines and all that. But again, how do you determine it? Like,
there's no way to tell.
You don't. And then you can't penalize the team by giving the opposing team a benefit of automatic first down or a 5-yard, 10-yard penalty, all that. Because, again, like, you can't. And that would be abuse. I don't know how they fix it.
I don't know how you fix it. And this is a little change it back to softball, but Chris, I'm with you. I would take OU, Florida, or Texas over the field all day long this year. I think it's one of those three. Yes, I'm with you on that. Somebody's still asking, still don't have a link. Hey, let me find it for you. Here it is. Couple of things, Charles. Here you go. Here's a link right here. You can click that link. That's a PayPal link. Or as Gray God said, you can hit the money sign at the bottom, which is a super chat. Either one. But there's the link if you want to go to a PayPal link. Thanks, Charles. Appreciate it, man. Other than quarterback, don't most injured players? No, I don't. I see a lot of guys come back in every other player 3 plays later.
Offensive linemen will get rolled up on, go off, come back in. All of that just takes them a little bit longer. Running backs, receiver. I mean, it happens across the board. I think it's more.
You know what's going to happen now?
What?
I think you're just going to see guys sub in like a third string guy to go in there and fake an injury.
Well, that's completely against the rules.
Why?
Wait. Say that again.
If your guy's going to sit up the whole drive, they'll just bring a third string guy in to run in there and fake an injury real quick.
What would that benefit?
Well, then that guy has to sit out a drive instead of having one of his players do it.
Wait.
I'm talking about fake injuries. Hunter. Teams that are faking injuries. I don't think it's happening as much as it was early in the year. I think they've kind of.
I do think it's slowed down for the most.
I think it's slowed down.
Yeah.
Now this is a good point. I wouldn't rule Kennedy out of anything.
Kennedy and Oklahoma State. Still, Oklahoma State has to prove it, but Kenny Gajewski had a fantastic portal class this past year.
He did.
I mean, that team he put together even a year ago after losing Kelly Maxwell. I mean, they went into Norman, won that series, all that. I still think that they're going to be in contention for a national title. And going to be making a good run at the Big 12 without Oklahoma and Texas in the conference.
Hey, an 82 Boomer Sooner asked a question. Okay, if not Knowles, when do we hear a linebacker coach to replace the West Virginia defensive coordinator? I think whatever's happening with the defensive unit, coordinator, coaching, whatever it is, this time next week, I think we know. I would hope so.
I hope so. I'm tired of talking about it.
We know. Take a nap, Hunter. Wah, wah, wah. Cry, baby, cry, baby. Why are you tired of talking about it? I don't understand.
It's a whole, there's not much to it right now. It is what it is.
We can still talk about it.
Yeah, but it's talked about repeatedly and constantly every single night for the last.
Jason's not a believer in it in any way. Great news. Denver Ayers commits to UNLV. That didn't take long after the OU visit to say, I'm committing to UNLV, did it?
No, it did not. Forced school.
That was kind of like boom.
Yeah.
Hub says you're tired. Be nice. Hunter had a long day today. He's tired. He's
early
tired.
Day, man. Early day of 10:30.
Wait. What is early for you? Give me a time.
10:30 class.
Oh my gosh.
Waking
wow, 10:30?
Yes. That's my
You're kidding me.
That's the earliest class I have. Yeah.
Daniel's talking about the KREF Josie interview. I have not heard it yet. I've talked to people that have heard it, and I know people in the chat have heard it, and they all said they really enjoyed it. They said it was a little bit of clarifying. I need to go back.
I heard a snippet on Twitter. I know KREF posted some of their clips from that. So
yeah, if you go to the KREF app, you can listen to the whole thing, I think. Still. So that'd be a way to find it. That ain't early, Jimmy said. Yeah, I knew they'd be giving you a hard time for this. 8 a.m. class for architecture.
Yeah, I choose not to do the early classes.
I get up early, even on weekends. I get up early. I'm an early guy.
I mean, sometimes I have to get up early for work. I prefer not to. It's just not my thing.
Josie is that dude. Look at Teresa. Try not to wake up before noon. Wow. There you go. I mean, hey, Hunter gets 4 a.m. We got people getting up early.
I know it's a common thing. I'm enjoying this time of my first class, Daniel, is 10:30. I wake up at 7:30. So
see, that's what I asked you. You said 10:30.
No, my bad. Sorry. Class at 10:30 means in the building at 10:30.
Yeah. I think we got Germ joining us. What's up?
Not much. What's up, boys?
Hey, did you hear the Josie interview today or not on KREF?
I heard nothing, Jay. I haven't turned on anything, heard anything. Fill me in.
I haven't heard it. That's what Daniel's asking. Some people have heard it. I have not heard it yet.
What was it in reference to? Just a update on the university?
Yes, it was just updates about the Governor Stitt stuff and a little bit of that, I think.
Football team sucks. Basketball team sucks. What else did he talk about?
NIL, I think, as Daniel says, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to go listen to it probably after this. I'm going to go listen to it. Hunter may not. He may have to go to bed. He has to get up 10 o'clock.
I'm not going to bed, man. Come on.
Hey, I will say something that I'm tired of today. Couple things. Okay. One is this. I don't know if everybody on here has, Jeremy's singing. That's for sure one of them. By the way, just so y'all know, after the live show last night, he calls and then sings about 3 more songs for us on the phone.
Brags, lets his kids know.
The fact that you guys are still talking about my singing, I don't need to say anything else.
I got to tell you something that I'm really, really tired of. I don't know if everybody has Twitter or not, but first off, I'm not tapping anything. I'm not holding anything in 4K. I don't know what's going on Twitter. I don't get it. What is that?
It was random. I feel like today is the first day I've seen it.
I'm not tapping that. I'm not tapping or holding anything in 4K.
Wow.
I'm just not.
What is going on, man?
What
are you guys discussing tonight?
Are you on Twitter?
He did not. Jeremy did not see this today. I can tell.
Everything on Twitter, like every other picture graphic, it's like a football, whatever it is, says tap and hold in 4K.
Yes, it's every photo. I don't I'm so confused by if somebody in the chat could explain the meaning behind it. And it just
Greg got annoyed too.
It popped up out of nowhere. Like, but it's not like, oh, this is a new thing on Twitter of you can download save photos in 4K. You've been able to do that for a bit now. I mean, really since 4K has been allowed on there. So not sure what prompted that whole thing today.
No, me neither.
I've seen
what
it
else
from
is going on, Jerm?
professional and college teams today.
What's new with you, Jerm? We're discussing the rule changes a little bit. I don't know if you've heard possible rule changes. And you also, just so you can clarify, Hub already said it. We cannot talk about Knowles. Hunter's tired of it.
If Hunter's tired of it, we won't talk about it then. All hell King Hunter.
Oh, hey, one thing I was going to ask you guys, and I'd love for the chat to answer this too. And then we'll open up phone lines too. But right now on January, what is today? 13th or the 14th? 14th. If you had to pick one guy to lead the team in tackles next year, who is it? And the reason I bring this, what's that?
Kip Lewis.
Kip Lewis. I might agree with you there. What we haven't talked about yet, though, is, and this is kind of where I'm going with this, linebacker probably will lead the team in tackles, but Jayden Jackson, freshman All-American, is a big reason why these guys are getting all the tackles. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't get all that stuff. He just holds up blocks and does his job. Freshman All-American, first time since Tommy Harris. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. I saw that in the announcement from OU football today. And wow, that is quite the comparison. Please tell me you're joking, Jeremy.
I'm kidding. Actually, I got a surprise for you, though. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Kendall Daniels. Yep. Knew that one.
And I don't know. And I don't know why that would be shocking.
No, I don't think it is.
He's like safety, linebacker, edge. The guy can be everywhere. Kendall Daniels is my early pick to lead the team in tackles. Yep, I said it.
Maybe. We'll see. Katie is Germ's guy. That's right. Sammy O, Michael says, Taylor Tatum leads team in tackled from tackling people. Gosh. Mark.
My screen is screwed up, dude.
What do you mean? You look fine. Well, you don't look fine, but I mean, you.
Almost like face off. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. I can only see half my face.
Well, that's probably good. I wish we could just see half your face, but we see all of it.
Hey Jay, when you're an identical twin and you talk about how bad I look, it doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, you don't look the same, Germ.
No, twins calling each other ugly as like brothers, siblings saying your mama jokes. Like you're talking about the same. Like,
Kendall Daniels
doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm going to say. And Jay, we had a lot of chat in the Discord today about Jim Knowles. A lot of chat in the Discord today.
I thought it was good. Good chat. Good chat. Good one, Mark. Teresa says, who leads the team in receptions this year? January 14th. Way too early, but go for one.
Deion Burks.
The easy answer is Deion Burks. Hunter usually takes, that way.
Logical route.
I'm going to go with an unsafe pick. Okay. I'm going to go Giovanni Gibson. Not Jayden Gibson, Giovanni.
Hey, real quick, though, back to the tackles question by Jay. So you say that. I say Kip Lewis. Go look at the stats from last year, and especially after Jeremy said Kendall Daniels, kind of see where the Cheetahs were for Oklahoma. I did not realize the wide gap in tackles for Oklahoma last year. Danny Stutzman was that good. 110 tackles. The next highest on the team, RobertSpears-Jennings with 66. Kip Lewis with 63. I knew Danny led the team in tackles and probably by a good margin. Did not expect it to be by 54 tackles.
Yeah, that's almost more tackles than the second guy had.
Yeah, almost double. All over the field.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to me. I know a lot of people, me included. I love Kip Lewis. I like Kobe. I like Sammy, and I think they got good talent there. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of drop off there is with Stutzman being gone. That'll be interesting to me. Satania going with an underrated pick. Okay, I can see it. I don't know who it's going to be the merge guy from there. I don't know who's going to merge from wide receiver. I don't know what's going on with Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm upset that I can't see my only one side of my.
You know what? Why do you need to see yourself?
You need a mirror that bad, Jeremy?
No, I don't.
Jeremy, you can turn your camera off for all I care. That's fine. I mean, geez. You look fine. You look good.
Look, I told you guys, you don't need to go anywhere else. I told you guys this the other day, that Jaron Canick was on Twitter and he was practicing catching passes. Do I need to say anything else?
He was also tackling snowmen. I mean, what are you going with here?
Hey, funny meme.
Brighter light.
Funny meme today from Jaron Canick on Twitter about the traffic cones. So go check it out. Yeah.
Hey, Hunter, Jay, chat, everyone. Are the days of having great special team returns gone? I say yes. No, wait. Hunter, I'm testing your knowledge here. Give me a team that you would say, man, they're just dominant on special team returns.
I mean, I think Texas was pretty good with it.
Special team returns.
Yeah, I mean, they had a.
You watched the playoff game and saw number 11 Bolden break a couple. Please.
Wait, I thought that's what you just asked me.
That's what you just asked.
You watched one game, Hunter. I'm not talking about one game.
Yeah, Bass Tours ACL.
I don't understand how you're asking me a question. I give you an answer, and then you're saying, but not that. Like, what?
You said Texas was good. But I'm curious. Go look at returns. Who was the top one? I just don't. Hunter, Jay, back in the day, JT Thatcher, Antonio Perkins, in my opinion, those two dudes were probably the best OU's ever had on punt returns. Ross was great on kick returns. But to me, it just doesn't happen as much.
Hey, Silas Bolden, by the way, was third in the country in punt return yards. So
what about kick returns? People kick it out of the end zone way more often.
I don't think he returned kicks. He only had one on the year.
And Hunter, where I was going with that is the kicking game. There's just not a lot of people who are returning kicks as much anymore. People are fair catching kicks, probably due to the concussion stuff.
Concussions, and just now you get it at the 25-yard line in college. NFL, if it goes through or into the end zone and you don't return it, it's a touchback, goes to the 30-yard line. Why return it? I mean, really, your chances of getting there are slim. I think you're better off just don't risk the injury, and just take your touchbacks there.
Hey, and what Daniel says, and KB Longhorn, you're right. Jordan Shibley was great for Texas, but you're right, Daniel. You know what I'm tired of seeing? I'm tired of not seeing. I'm tired of not seeing these return guys who are just amazing in high school not being used as freshmen. Get them on the field, or if they're an amazing returner, that can translate into college. You don't have to be a year in college to be ready to do that. If you're a great return man, put them back there as freshmen.
I wouldn't say it's the same from high school to college, though.
It absolutely is return game.
But
I disagree.
What's the difference?
I don't know. Playing high school football in Oklahoma, where everyone on the field but yourself is not going to be playing another game after their senior year of high school.
Hey, Hunter!
The SEC and big boy football. It's a lot different. Everything about it.
You got to realize,
if I'm the fastest man on the field, I don't care who's out there.
Jeremy, listen, you got to understand a couple things different. And Greg kind of hinted at it. The punters nowadays are booming balls. Like, it's not like it used to be.
Hang time.
The hang time, all that, you don't have a chance to return it as much as you used to. Name a time where you watching a game and you think, wow, he could have returned that. He had some time. Most time, guys are right up in your grill as soon as you catch it.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. Give me one of those fast dudes and tap and hold that for 4K, okay? Because that thing will go. And
wow.
I'm with. I don't know why you're laughing.
Wow.
Daniel agrees. Play the fat. Look, I don't care. I know you guys disagree with me, but if you can return a punt or a kick in high school, you pretty much can do it in college because it has to do with speed and vision. Period. Facts. That's it. You don't have to play a guy because he's a veteran and he can catch the ball better. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, I saw somebody's comment. It might have been Sooner Freak. They need to stop changing the game of football. Here's the thing, though. You know what I watched tonight? Tiger Golf League. Tiger Golf League's elite. They changed that game up. That was awesome.
I watched like hole 15.
Oh, I love it.
I wasn't really
Did Tiger win?
They got destroyed. They got destroyed.
It was
they
bad.
got killed.
Did Tiger play well?
No, not really. I mean,
it lost like what, 2-1? Was that the score?
Got killed.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chuck. First off, where is my proof on all the things I'm saying? I'm talking about fast guys translating to great return men. Okay, now if you're talking about Jim Knowles, proof will be when it happened.
When it happened.
What's the Luke Combs song?
What?
The Fast. Never mind.
Fast car?
Fast car, but fast guys. Germ should change it up and sing it. He doesn't know it. Yeah, until they I'm not sure who is fastest. I've seen speed demons from what I've seen. Either they aren't any or they're hiding them. What Daniel says.
Jay, who returned kicks for OU this year? Kickoffs. Sam Franklin.
Kickoffs was primarily Billy Bowman.
And Sam Franklin.
Correct.
I get it, Jerm. By the way, the Satania guy had some returns at Arkansas.
Yes, he was a all SEC special
He
team.
won't be returning kicks here.
I mean, he was in the SEC all freshman team as a specialist.
Hey, do you guys agree?
Jordan out there.
Hey, do you guys agree with this? But
Yes.
probably the last.
Yeah.
You think he's probably the last good one?
Yes.
Freeman? You don't put Freeman in that?
CD Lamb was pretty good after.
Guys, Jeff Badette was not a great kick return man.
Yeah, I bet they have quite a few 4-4 guys too. I would think they do. I know they do. I mean, I know for a fact. Look at their track scores. Jeremy, you know them. They got a lot of guys that can run 4-4, 4-3, don't
Absolutely do, Jay. They don't play them on kick returns.
Well, hey, I do think there's something to do with the punter too. The punters are way better in college. It's just not even close. You've seen high school football. Sometimes the quarterback stays out there and punts. I mean, yeah, Thatcher was a stud. Hey, let's get to trivia. I got a good trivia tonight, boys and girls. It's a good one. Before we do, check out the FanStop, www.thefanstop.com. Use code SURGE, 10% off your first 3 months. Elite hoodies. They got great hats. They got all of it. Jackets. Check them out. Here we go with trivia. 2017 Texas game, OU Texas. Who had the highest QBR that game? Highest QBR that game.
Did you say 2 years ago?
2017 OU Texas.
Oh,
Who
27.
had the highest QBR? It was not Sam Ellinger.
This is a trick question.
Possibly.
I already know it is.
It was not Mayfield.
It's a trick
Nope. It was not. It was not either starting quarterback. Nope.
No, it's a trick question.
Man, you should have asked a question from OU Missouri this past year, Jay. Same question.
It's similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it is. Austin. No, Gray God got it. Gray got his first.
Yeah.
Gray got his first. Trey Sermon, 100 QBR, 1-for-1, 42-yard completion.
Hey, Trey Sermon.
Good job, Gray God.
Trey Sermon was one of my all-time favorite Sooners.
Yeah, I liked him a lot, man. I did.
I don't think he was used enough.
His whole deal was interesting, him leaving all of that, like going to Ohio State and being as good as he was and making it into the NFL and still making active rosters every now and then.
He played this year.
He was a beast his
Yeah,
freshman
filled
year.
in for Jonathan Taylor for a few games in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Dede was a really good punt returner. He was really good. Jalen Saunders, guys, was really good. But nobody's better than the GOAT, Perkins. Unbelievable.
I should have some news for you guys in regards to a source a few days from now.
What are you talking about? Why? Here he goes again, Hunter. Jeez. Hey, Trey didn't like the position coach at the time, which was what I was told.
That makes sense as to why
From the
he
horse's
would-
mouth there.
it worked out for him. I mean, he went to Ohio State, still got drafted, all of that. So,
Hey,
I'm not I, Jeremy, am not an insider. Don't claim to be. Guess
You
what
just-
I am, Jay Hunter? Fan. Who happens to have a couple of people I know who know a couple things. Jeez.
who was OU's last elite running back? Elite. Now here we go with that term elite. What would you say elite?
Joe Mixon was the last elite one, but you can't. It depends on what you want elite is. Okay, Jay, define elite. Hunter, define elite, and I'll define elite. Go.
I think elite, you'd have to be a top 5 running back in the country.
I would agree with you, Joe.
That tells me you're elite. So I would say probably Joe Mixon.
Ooh,
Mixon
Rodney
and-
Anderson was elite.
Mixon and P. Ryan to me were the last two that were.
I think elite to me means a guy who at any moment can make a house call, whether running or catching.
That's
Rodney
not elite.
Anderson
There's way
fits
more
that.
than that to be elite.
Well, if that's the case, then you have about
that's-
5 elite backs in every conference.
And this is a good point by
No, you
Daniel.
don't, Hunter. No, you
Hey,
don't.
Hey, this
You
is a
do.
good point.
No, you don't, Hunter. Name 5 right now in the SEC. Go.
That could house anything at any moment.
Yup, I'm waiting.
I think.
Yeah.
Listen, here, regardless, what you're
There's a
talking
I
about,
want to hear him, Jay. I want to hear him.
what you're talking about is speed, and that's what Daniel's saying. No kick.
It's not just speed, Jay. It's vision too.
I mean, I think there's a lot of guys that could do that.
Name SEC guys right now.
I mean, Caden Durham for one, and I don't think he's anywhere near up there in terms of
Caden
elite.
Durham and elite. He's not taking.
He can make a house call every time.
Well, I'm
Jerm. That
trying
was
to
your
get
definition.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Is he
What
can
was
house?
your definition, Jerm?
I wouldn't call him elite.
Matt, you are so wrong, Matt. Mixon was absolutely elite.
A lot of people think AD was the last elite one. A lot of people aren't putting Mixon in there. So it depends on how you define
They're wrong,
elite.
Jay. They're wrong.
Look at KB does yoga. Did y'all know this? KB does yoga, and he says in his yoga class, BB to the Cowboys, Gunny to OU.
First off, you know what? Is this 2 truths and a lie? Because I say they're all lies. BB's not going there. Gundy's not going there, and you don't do yoga.
Maybe KB does yoga. Hey, I got to say something when I see a Longhorn name up here. I got to say something. We talked about it a little bit last night, but some of the posts I see,
Yeah.
I saw a post today. Let me know.
Just say
Listen,
who it is.
I saw a post today.
Say it. I'll say it.
No,
No.
don't even say the name. That's giving them
No,
attention.
listen.
Like,
Let me tell you the gist of it. Basically, Texas is losing all their players in the draft. OU's bringing everybody back. OU's way better than Texas. OU's the best team. I mean, it's like some OU fans want to just it's just like, guys, OU needs to go win, okay? OU needs to go win games. Who cares about Texas? Texas is winning. Texas has been in back-to-back playoffs. Why are we comparing OU to Texas right now? Texas is the better the program right now. They are. Last few years, they are.
playoffs and probably going to be just as good, if not better, next year with Arch Manning. as their
Hey,
quarterback.
really quick on the elite stuff. I got my own definition of elite.
DeMarco was elite.
I got my own definition. You ready for it? It fits my other one. When they had the ball in their hands, if I was sitting down, I stood up. If I was standing up, I started jogging in place because I knew it was about to be a house call. Joe Mixon absolutely fit that. Rodney Anderson did. Kennedy Brooks, in my opinion, didn't.
Yeah. Hey, and Timothy, I'm not sure where this rumor is even coming from nationally. Everybody's saying this. I don't see that happening at all.
And
that doesn't make sense to me. Like him going pro.
No, it doesn't me either.
And Brennan Clay was not even close to being elite. Sorry.
How about this definition, Jeremy? Be elite, you have to be top 5 running back drafted. One of the first 5 running backs drafted every year. I think that's a fair.
That's pretty fair.
Top 5 in your class?
Yes, in your class.
Well, Rodney, no, I don't like that because that would not include Rodney Anderson.
Well, I dropped the.
Wait, I thought you said the last one was Joe Mixon. If the last was Joe Mixon, well, then you can't have Rodney Anderson.
Well, Rodney Anderson was after him, I guess.
Hey, phone lines are open, guys. Phone lines are open.
Change your answer.
I got on the edge of my seat when Rodney Anderson touched the ball.
Well, I usually stand up.
I mean, just looking through this list, like
I wouldn't put Q as elite. Would you?
No. Depends on how loosely you want to
use
it.
Does he make a house call? Nope, he didn't make many house calls.
That is the dumbest definition for elite I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so just stop with it. Hey, let's get to yoga instructor is on the line. Yoga instructor.
Boys, how's it going?
What's going on, KB?
Hey, a little news, not news, but info on the Sark going to the NFL deal today. Kind of like Jeremy, they wouldn't reveal their sources on the podcast, but evidently Sark is pretty close with the Manning family and with Arch, and feels he's not going to go off and leave him after all the, him staying with him for the 2 years while Quinn was there and all that mess. So it's going to be at least till Archie leaves.
That makes sense to me. I mean, that is pretty much one of the main reasons that Manning went there was Sark. So I think it would be weird if he jumped ship now. So
yeah, I don't think he's going to burn that bridge.
Hey, Longhorns, a lot of guys in the NFL, they're going to have a whole new offensive unit, aren't they?
Yeah, they had a lot of guys there at the end because of injury, because of our, them rotating out so many years now, 3 years. Goosby's going to be there.
Vaughn ended up declaring today. I was.
Yeah, that's surprised. That surprised everybody, kind of.
KB, this is why something has to be done with the timing of the portal. The playoff teams are at a disadvantage.
I agree.
Bad deal.
Oh yeah, I agree. And it's still not over. You still got 4 teams to go.
Yeah.
Or 2 teams. I'm sorry.
2 teams, but a lot of guys that these 4 teams that just played already been taken, scooped up.
Oh yeah, exactly. Not to mention you only have another week or so to declare for the NFL. That long?
Yeah.
So
I believe tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna. I mean, all this is coming to an end, and we're not even done with the playoff or with the college championship yet.
I was wondering that are you going to see guys that are playing in the national championship declare tomorrow? Because I feel like they have to. Maybe they get an exception. I don't know the exact rules. I'm assuming that there's probably a loophole there because you look at Ohio State and you look at Notre Dame and how good those 2 teams have been this season. Going to have guys on both of those teams, juniors declaring for the draft. So
yeah,
maybe they get some.
And this is kind of goes to show. I mean, this is the importance of depth right here. Because I mean, if you're going to start sending people like this, you can't. I mean, you just can't take that many people out of a portal every year.
That's right. It's the double D's: depth and development.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Hey, all right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, hit that yoga class in the morning. Hey, I got to say something. I saw this today. I don't know if you guys saw this. How many 5 stars does Notre Dame have? Do you know?
I do not know. I could guess.
0.
Wait, are you doing 3 or 0?
0. That's 2 zeros. Double 0, boys.
That looks like 3.
0. 0 5-stars.
This is 0, Jay. Like,
I did it like this, Hunter. 3 is this, buddy. That's 0. Okay.
Hey,
None. Zilch.
I saw the comment of big time production doesn't mean elite, and I agree with that. Again, I think my definition may be the best one, most accurate. Hey, Jay, on OU's team right now, or this last season, when they handed the ball off or threw the ball to a running back, did you ever get out of your seat?
no, nobody did, Jerm.
Thank you. They didn't have any elite ones. Hunter.
Get out of my seat. I was out of my seat the whole game.
Hunter, I'm proving my point about elite.
Back and forth to the bathroom. Sick.
This is stupid.
Okay.
Like, yeah, OU's running backs weren't that great past couple years. Not elite. That's why no, like, come on. Like, you can use better situations than that.
Hunter, I'm gonna ask you something for your Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Here we go.
If you're asking if Saquon Barkley is elite, yes, he's the best player.
No, I was going to different route.
Wait.
When AJ Brown catches the ball, do you act differently than when Dallas Gobert catches it?
Dallas Goddard. And yes, AJ Brown's a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL.
Because he might make a house call, Hunter. It's because he might make a house call.
Hey,
But
6 foot.
Jeremy, in college and NFL, for one, it's different. And 2, you're talking about a top 5 player across the board.
Ernie's proven me wrong.
I want to get back to this comment from
Ernie's just proved me wrong.
I want to get back to 6'0" Chevy's comment. Why are we dumping on our players? Shaking my head. What is that in regards to? I don't understand 6'0". Maybe call in, let us know what you're talking about.
Call in right now, 6'0" Chevy.
What are we doing? We're dumping on the players. I don't understand.
I don't know by saying that there wasn't anyone.
Hey, put the StreamYard link right up there for 6'0" Chevy to see, and call us right now. And hey, Jay.
Hey, did you answer the question about the time, or maybe Daniel answered it? 6'6", 60 meter, good for high school?
Yes. 60 meter, that's an indoor. I'm trying to think what the indoor record would be, but man, Kyler Brown this last weekend at Pitt State ran something in the 6s. That's really good, Jay.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. Hey, and I agree with, I think it was Ernie. Emmitt Smith, I agree. He wasn't making house calls all the time. He absolutely was elite.
I actually love this comparison from Daniel. Until somebody steps up and does something differently, I like it. You kind of don't know what you have. Nobody's just going to eye pop off there yet. Maybe they will. Tatum has the ability to.
Guys like that?
X-Rob has ability to. What?
You like that, you said?
No, I think that's a good – I like that comparison.
But, Jay, out of the whole running back room, is there one guy that you would say, if they put it together, it's Tatum to me. It's Tatum.
Tatum and X-Rob to me are the 2 guys going into next year.
Hey, Chuck, I get called this every day. Guess what? It doesn't bother me.
Daniel says he ran a 6.77 in one state in Texas. So that's smoke, 6.69. Smoke, boys.
I'm waiting on 6'0" Chevy.
Blaylock, I like Blaylock too, but I wonder if they're going to redshirt Blaylock. I don't know, though. They might.
I would imagine that.
With that new 5-year rule.
And predicting the running back rotation is
impossible.
Hey,
who knows how it's going to go?
Mez, I think all Sooner fans want production. I love production. Don't care how you get it. I love it.
I'm with you. I like production too, Jeremy.
Dumping on players, man.
Dude, we're not going to get a call in from that one, Jeremy. We'll be sitting here all night waiting for it. So,
X-Rob. A lot of people like X-Rob. I really wish we could have seen him in the bowl game more than what we did. I thought that was weird. I wish we would have seen him. He had a really good end of the year. and then you had that.
Yep. I'm at Old Wally World. Got to go get my plastic spoons when I leave here tonight and some Fruity Pebbles with a couple Lunchables for the kids tomorrow.
What number Walmart trip is that for today, Jim? 2?
It's the first one today.
There you go. Good job.
Hey, I got a serious question.
Someone wants Daniel right here. Zayas is promoting Daniel as the RB coach.
Yeah, hey, there you go, Daniel, running back coach. Hey, let me ask you this, Jerm. In a 7-day period, a 1-week period, do you go to Walmart and Chick-fil-A more?
Walmart.
Okay. Pretty close, though.
Quick Trip more than both.
I'm not a big Lunchable guy. I do like the ham and cheese crackers. That's the only Lunchable I've ever had.
Are you guys spray cheese guys?
No.
What?
Spray cheese?
No.
Like can of cheese?
Spray cheese.
Yeah, no.
You know what I am, though, Jay? You know what's the best squeeze thing you can get? Squeeze butter.
Oh, gross. You don't eat that.
I don't know what that is, but
you don't eat squeezed butter, do you?
Wait, Hunter, you never had squeezed butter?
Wait,
you got issues, bro.
Germ, you don't eat squeezed butter, do you?
Absolutely.
Really?
Okay, I'm kind of confused what this is. Is it like a gallon of butter, basically, like what you?
No, it's just squeeze it. It comes out right. It's like melted butter, basically. But it's
melted butter, dude.
Quick Trip has it,
and it tastes like plastic. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not great. Like I wouldn't willingly. Like,
what do you put that on? Let me ask you that. What do you put that on? Fruity Pebbles?
Toast.
Why not just use actual butter?
Butter.
You got to run it. You got to spread it that way.
Darren, I'll tell you this right now. Squeeze butter, not elite. Okay, not elite.
I like it.
I didn't even know why.
Hey, the thing is though, just like in running backs elite, you make house calls. I will say squeeze butter. You make bathroom calls.
Milk real butter, Jerm. KB's got it right.
Do you buy it by the gallon, Jerm?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they sold it.
Just melt it. Hey, Germ, good snacks for wiener dogs.
Like you could get the exact same thing by putting butter in like a bowl or something, throwing it in the microwave.
Yeah.
And then it actually
it's not the same thing, it's better.
Yeah, significantly better.
And look at Devin's comment. Wiener dog snacks, Germ. Does that get you? Wiener dog snacks. These comments, look at this one from Benjamin. Running backs better squeeze some butter on and slip through the gaps. That's great. Kerrygold is elite butter, by the way, Austin. It's expensive, but it's elite. Mayo or Miracle Whip, give me mayonnaise all day long. Correction says, first corrections, super. Thanks, man. Appreciate it big time. Says Cheese Whiz is elite. Keep up the great content, boys. Let's go, BV. Hey, appreciate it. I don't like canned cheese. I hate canned cheese. I've never had it. It's gross. Gray God. Let me read your comment, Fred. Here we go. Top 3 running backs in OU history. Are you talking about for a season or for career?
And are you talking about statistically or opinion?
Hey, I got the 3 for you. You ready?
Wait, is it opinion or yardage? What are we going off of here?
It's no particular order. It's your opinion. Here's my 3. Billy Sims, Marcus Dupree, and Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I wouldn't have Dupree there.
Oh, you are unbelievable.
He didn't play enough.
So good.
He was really good, but I'm talking about if you're talking about career at OU. Career at OU.
And again, you need clarification if you're going off statistics or pure talent, all that.
A lot of people agree with you. I just think that people would not put, if people might not put Dupree on there. What about Steve Owens?
No. And I don't have Joe Washington either.
Hey,
Marcus go watch Dupree. The 30 for 30 Marcus.
Oh, he was a stud, Jeremy. He was elite. He was awesome. Okay, I know that.
Another major college basketball upset tonight.
Missouri?
Yeah, Florida.
At Florida, yeah.
Hey, top 3 Tecmo Bowl running backs.
Bo Jackson, number 1. Christian Okoye.
Yes.
Marcus Allen was pretty
Marcus
good.
Allen is the third one.
The Raiders were jacked in that game.
So were the Chiefs.
Hey, Peyton. Walter Payton was on that game, too. He was good.
Actually, Peyton might be
Was Barry in that one or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was? Okay.
I think Walter Payton beats out Allen on Tecmo Bowl.
No, Marcus Allen on there. If you're going to take someone out, it would be Christian Okoye.
Hey, real quick, though, the greatest video game running back of all time, Eric Dickerson, Madden 20, was unbelievable. Better than anything in Tecmo Bowl.
Dickerson, okay. Dickerson was so good, period. But you know what? There will never, ever, 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 in my opinion, be another Bo Jackson. Ever.
Oh, yeah. He was a one-of-one athlete. What he was able to do.
He played NFL a whole career. I mean, unbelievable. Baseball.
To be said about baseball. I mean, he's in the Royals Hall of Fame as well, and he really didn't play that long. He was unbelievable.
And Barry Word was awesome. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, he was unstoppable. Hey, before we close tonight, we got to say it again. Jayden Jackson, huge, huge accomplishment, guys. I mean, it cannot go unnoticed. Freshman All-American.
Who would have thought
I mean,
that of that defensive line class, Jayden Jackson would have been the freshman All-American?
Actually, go back and watch last year's.
Yes.
Go back and watch last year's videos. I said he was going to play and be better than David Stone early.
Yeah. I get that.
You agreed with me, honey. You said the same thing.
No, I get that. I didn't think he would be a freshman All-American at that level because I didn't expect him to play as much as he did play heading into the season. But yeah,
Greg God's calling people out. Greg God says, Greg God, you're going to have to drop your handle in here, buddy. He said, I'll throw for 500 on everyone's head on Ryan Williams on NCAA 25.
Donnie says, I see your Eric Dickerson Madden 20, and I raise you Derrick Henry Madden 22, Hunter.
Derrick Henry Madden 22 was great, but not. Eric Dickerson had that ability where he started the game automatically, like equipped or whatever, was a guaranteed touchdown every single play. He was that good. He would break right through the first two levels of the defense, then he's gone.
Look at Mess put the top 10 in there. Are you basing that off of stats?
That is based off of stats. If
that's what I thought.
Yes, from
Daniel wished he had 1 year left. Yeah, I bet. This NIL is great now. It's crazy. Samaje, Adrian Peterson, Joe Washington. So he's going off stats.
Chuck said this is like a reality show, but it would get really real if I walk into Walmart with my camera on. But I'm not going to do that tonight.
Oh, you should totally do that. Here's what you got
to walk in. I do got to walk in and get some stuff before they close because Walmart closes.
Hey, what if we time you? You have 5 minutes and you got to get 10 items that the viewers put in the chat.
I'm not doing that, Jay.
I think it get expensive fast.
Hey, it's been fun.
Real quick though, back to the running back comments of all-time leaders. Samaje Perine's number one. He played at OU for 3 years. Adrian Peterson as well, 3 years. What if those guys would have got a fourth year? They would have shattered the rushing record. Same with Kennedy Brooks. If he would have came back for a fourth year, it wouldn't have even been close at that point.
6-4 Chevy. We will pick up this conversation tomorrow, and we'll tell you how to call in tomorrow. Join us tomorrow night, and that's with everyone. Join us tomorrow night.
Hey, tomorrow night we're going to be normal time, correct? The OU basketball game's at 9. I think we should probably just stick with our normal time, and then we'll be done by the end of the game. We can watch the end of it. I'm guessing that's what we're going to do. So probably keep it up for 9:30, because what a late tip. Porter Moser cannot be happy about this.
I don't think anybody is.
Cannot be
happy about it. 2-0-3 SEC conference foes. 9 o'clock tip. That is brutal as it gets. I believe it's the only 9 o'clock tip. Yeah, I think the next latest would be 8 o'clock. They haven't had a 9 o'clock one in over 30 years. So
yeah. And by the way, Gregod, you're absolutely right on the Dayton Forsyth stuff. Remember earlier in the year they were playing him, he was doing pretty good. Now it's like can't play him. I don't understand it. I wish they would play him a little bit. So Jeremy is he said no, but then he's got his camera on. What's he doing? Yeah. Anyway, it's been fun tonight. Hunter, appreciate you jumping on here. Hey, you'll get a nap in now, Hunter. Everybody's good to go. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the supers from Dave, from Corrections 101, and I think maybe Charles. Appreciate you guys very much. Have a great, great night.